I get asked this question so much, especially in today's market. Should I buy a house and should I buy investments during this pandemic and during everything that's going on with all this uncertainty? Now, what real estate means is you might be someone who's in the market to buy a primary home, a home you want to live in, or you might be someone who wants to buy some real estate investments. In this video, I'm getting straight to the point on should you buy real estate during all this uncertainty. And for those of you that don't know, I began my career as a real estate investor buying properties, remodeling them, flipping them, renting them, and doing whatever the strategy is. And then I transitioned as a real estate agent. So I'm going to give you my take, currently what I'm doing, and what I think you should do. Let me address the first point, which is should you buy a primary home, a home that you want to live in, you want to put your family in, you want to settle in. Should you buy it in this current market? What I need you to do is analyze your current situation. Are you hurting for money? Did you just get laid off? Have you been shopping for a home for the past couple of years and just haven't found one? Do you feel ready? Do you feel scared? What is it that you want to do? Do you know the location? All these questions that you're asking yourself right now, you need to have answers for. Because personally, for me, if I was looking to move and I found a home I like, I don't care if I'm buying at the highest of the market or the lowest of the market. I'm buying a home to live in, a home that I love, a home that I'm settling in and I don't think I'm gonna sell for the next 5+ years. So what that means, if you're buying a home at the highest peak, I doubt you're gonna sell it if the market were to crash. And if it were to crash, how much would it crash? 5%, 10%? 15%, it's not significant enough to hurt you. And the reality, is it really gonna do that? And is it gonna affect you as much as you think? So if you're looking to buy a primary home, ask yourself those questions and understand when you buy a home, typically it's a 30-year loan. So if you bought it today at the highest and the market does crash, you're not selling tomorrow. It's not a flip, so you're not gonna get hurt. If it's a flip, you wanna be very careful. But if it's not, it shouldn't matter to you. Buy it at the market price, make sure you get it appraised, be comfortable, confident, run your numbers, and don't let the market scare you from buying yourself a home because you could wait forever. I know people in 2016, 2017, and 2018 wanted to buy a home, but they didn't. Why? Because they kept saying the market's gonna crash. 4 years later, it's higher than it's ever been, and in fact, some people say it's gonna keep going up because demand for housing is exploding. So my advice to you, if you wanna buy a primary home, is make sure you're comfortable, confident, and run your numbers the correct way. Don't be concerned if the market crashes, and if you could have got the home instead of $400,000 for $390,000. Trust me, that $10,000 is not gonna make or break you, especially if you're pulling it through a loan. Don't wait because we don't know what's going to happen with the market. If you found your dream home and the numbers look right, move with it. Now, the second point is for investors. Now, you might be someone who's in the market to buy commercial real estate or residential real estate, and you're wondering, should I invest in today's market? My advice is yes and no. When you're buying property to flip or to rent, it's very important to know that the deal is at the purchase, not at the sale. So what you purchase it at is the most important aspect. Now, if you found a deal that's cash flowing good, that makes sense in today's market, then you go for it. But don't go buy a property, don't go buy an investment that you think can do better and is expensive, because as we know, everything right now is overpriced. Everything is overpriced. Everyone's asking for a premium, and that's not the right numbers that the property should be at. They're all inflated. So my advice to you is run your numbers correctly for the investment. If you're doing flips, be very, very careful, because flips, your margin is typically 20 to 30%. If the market crashes significantly, it's going to be very hard to pull out your initial investment. And those are flips 20 to 30% in the older market. Right now, there is barely any margin, barely any meat on the bone to even make some money in a flip. Now, for renting properties, it's a little more safer than flipping in the current market, but you still got to remember everything is overpriced. You want to make sure that you analyze the cash flow. You want to make sure that if the market pulls back a little bit, you could still survive with the cash flow. You want to make sure that you analyze the numbers very detailed, and you want to also confidently make sure that the deal is an actual deal. Remember, buying real estate is at the purchase, not at the sale, and I would be very careful investing in real estate right now if you were in the game of getting good returns. So a quick recap for everyone: if you're looking to buy a home, I think you should go for it. If you found the deal, just make sure the numbers make sense. And if you're looking to invest in real estate, yes and no. analyze, and be very careful on making any purchases right now because it might be tough for you to pull out your money if things go sideways. I'm still looking for investments myself, but they gotta be heck of a deal to grab. Everything's overpriced right now, so as we know, finding deals is very tough. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and I'm out.